how can we handle this question? We have the limit as x goes to infinity, x times tangent 1 over x. So as a good habit, let's plug in infinity into this x and x. First, for the first part, we have just infinity times we have tangent of 1 over infinity. And then 1 over infinity is 0. In another word, we're talking about tangent of 0, and then tangent of 0 is going to be 0. So what we're talking about here is infinity times 0, which is an indeterminate form. We cannot draw any conclusion yet. We have to do more work. Unfortunately, we cannot use L'Hopital's rule right away because the L'Hopital's rule only works for 0 over 0 or infinity over infinity. So we have to make things happen. Well, to make things happen, let's focus on the first factor, which is the x. Let me look at x as the following. Let's look at x as 1 over x. All right? So if you flip this denominator, you get x. That's a trick. So this limit will be the same as the limit as x goes to infinity. And then the x is the same as that times tangent of 1 over x. This right here goes on the numerator. So we have a big fraction. On the top, I have tangent of 1 over x. And on the bottom, I have 1 over x. And now if you do a quick check, plugging infinity into this x, we get 1 over infinity, which is 0. Plugging infinity into this x, we get 1 over infinity, which is 0. And tangent of 0 is also 0. So this right here, we are good to go because this is a 0 over 0 situation. We can use L'Hopital's rule. So let me write down limit as x goes to infinity. That never change, all right? And now look at this part. L'Hopital's rule says I'm going to look at the numerator and then differentiate the top by itself. And let's do it. The derivative of tangent is secant squared, and then the inside stays the same. We have 1 over x right here. And then by the chain rule, we look at the inside, which is 1 over x. We have to multiply by the derivative of the inside. And the derivative of 1 over x is negative 1 over x squared. So that will be the top. Over, and we also have to look at the denominator and then differentiate that. So let's differentiate the 1 over x. And the derivative of 1 over x is negative 1 over x squared. And guess what? This negative 1 over x squared and this negative 1 over x squared, they are exactly the same. So we can cancel them out. So finally, we just have this factor left, secant squared of 1 over x. Now what? Well, let's just plug in infinity into this x. We are talking about secant squared of 1 over, plug in infinity here, which have that. And then let's work inside out. 1 over infinity is 0. So we're talking about secant squared of 0. But then secant 0 is what? Secant 0 is 1 over cosine 0, which is 1 over 1, because cosine of 0 is 1. And then you do 1 squared, which is 1. Altogether, you get what? A 1 for the answer. That's it.